How far would a Hollywood legend go to reclaim her spotlight after losing it all? Elizabeth Taylor's comeback wasn't just a return, it was a battle that redefined her legacy as a vintage star. In this episode, we'll unravel a story of resilience and glamour that echoes through the ages, capturing the heart of an icon who refused to fade. Picture a world where Hollywood's golden age dazzled like a constellation of stars, each one vying for a place in the firmament. The 1950s brought a wave of cinematic magic, with studios crafting larger-than-life stories for a post-war audience hungry for escapism. Into this shimmering landscape stepped Elizabeth Taylor, a young actress with violet eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe and a beauty that captivated the world. Born in 1932 in London to American parents, she moved to the United States as a child. Her early years, marked by a contract with Universal Pictures that showcased her talent in films like National Velvet. At just 12 years old, by the 1950s, she had blossomed into a leading lady, starring in classics such as A Place in the Sun and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Her on-screen charisma matched only by the whirlwind of her personal life. With 8 marriages, including 2 to Richard Burton, and a string of high-profile romances, Taylor became as famous for her love life as for her acting, a duality that both elevated her career and weighed heavily on her public image. Her career soared to dazzling heights, but the shadows were never far behind. The 1960s brought blockbuster success with Cleopatra, a film that made her the highest-paid actress of her time, earning $1 million, a staggering sum that turned heads across the industry. Yet, this triumph came with a heavy cost. The grueling production, coupled with her tumultuous relationship with Burton, took a toll on her physical and emotional health. By the 1970s, Taylor faced a series of medical crises that threatened to derail her life entirely, including a near-fatal bout of pneumonia that required a tracheotomy to save her life, and a severe back injury from a fall that left her in chronic pain and reliant on prescription painkillers. The addiction that followed plunged her into a dark period, her once radiant presence dimmed by tabloid headlines that chronicled her every misstep and whispers of a fading star who had lost her way. Hollywood turned its back, offering fewer roles as producers deemed her unreliable, and her weight gain and public struggles fueled speculation that her career was over for good. Fans mourned the loss of the glamorous icon they had once adored, but within Taylor burned a fierce resolve to reclaim her place, a determination that would soon light the way back to the spotlight. The turning point arrived in the late 1970s, a time when Taylor's life seemed to teeter on the edge of collapse. After years of battling addiction to painkillers and alcohol, she made the courageous decision to seek treatment, entering rehab facilities to confront her demons head-on and rebuild her life from the ground up. The process was grueling, filled with moments of doubt, physical withdrawal, and emotional vulnerability, but her spirit remained unbroken through it all. By 1981, at 49 years old, she made a bold decision to return to the screen, defying expectations with a guest role on the popular television series General Hospital. This small but significant step was a test, a chance to prove she could still captivate audiences after years away. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with viewers and critics alike praising her performance, rekindling interest in the veteran star who had once ruled Hollywood. Emboldened by this success, she took on a more substantial role in the film The Mirror Cracked, playing a fading actress part that mirrored her own journey of struggle and redemption. Though the movie received mixed reviews from critics, Taylor's presence stole the show, her resilience shining through every frame, a testament to her enduring star power. The true comeback crystallized with her later roles, but the pivotal moment came earlier with The Mirror Cracked and her television work. In 1981, she also starred in the television movie Malice in Wonderland, portraying the legendary gossip columnist Luella Parsons, a role that showcased her range and earned her renewed respect in the industry. These projects marked a renaissance, proving she could adapt to new formats and audiences while retaining the magic that had made her a star. Off-screen, Taylor channeled her personal experiences into activism, co-founding the American Foundation for AIDS Research in 1985, raising millions of dollars to combat the AIDS crisis, a cause that became deeply personal after losing close friends to the disease. Her philanthropy added a profound depth to her legacy, transforming her from a screen siren into a global advocate for change. The 1980s became her decade of redemption, a testament to her ability to rise above adversity and reclaim her place in the hearts of fans and the annals of Hollywood history. This comeback was far more than a career revival. It was a personal triumph that echoed across generations. Taylor's journey from the brink of ruin to the spotlight again inspired countless fans, showing that even the brightest stars could falter, stumble, and still recover with grace. Her 8 marriages, once a source of ridicule in the tabloids, were reframed as part of her passionate and unapologetic life story, while her 2 Oscars for Butterfield 8 in 1960, and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf in 1960, stood as undeniable proof of her acting prowess. The health struggles that once defined her decline became a narrative of strength, her tracheotomy scar, a badge of survival that she wore with pride. In 1987, she launched a successful perfume line, Passion, which became a cultural phenomenon, further solidifying her influence beyond the screen. By the time of her passing in 2011 at 79 years old, Taylor had left an indelible mark. Her comeback, a beacon for those facing their own challenges, a reminder that resilience can rewrite any story. Elizabeth Taylor's story is a vivid tapestry woven from glamour, grit, and grace that continues to captivate audiences around the world. She navigated the dizzying highs of Hollywood fame and the crushing lows of personal turmoil with a resilience that few could match, her life a testament to the power of reinvention. Her return to the screen in the 1980s, fueled by determination and supported by her groundbreaking advocacy, redefined what it meant to be a vintage star in a changing world. From her early days as a child actress in the 1940s to her final years as a humanitarian icon, Taylor's life was a roller coaster of emotion, achievement, and transformation. Her violet eyes, once the focus of her breathtaking beauty, came to symbolize a spirit that refused to be dimmed, a legacy that shines through her films, her perfumes, and her charitable work, which continues to save lives through Amphar. This narrative of a classic legend reminds us that comebacks are not just possible, but can be extraordinary, even from the darkest moments, a lesson etched in the annals of vintage cinema history. As we close this chapter of Vintage Star, let's pause to reflect on the retro icons who shaped our cultural landscape with their talent, tenacity, and unyielding spirit. Their stories, a mirror to our own aspirations and dreams. Here at Retro Icons, we continue to unearth these nostalgic tales, celebrating the vintage stars who left a lasting imprint on history with every role they played and every life they touched. If Elizabeth Taylor's comeback moved you, consider her journey a spark for your own resilience, a tale of vintage cinema legends that endures through time. What are your thoughts on her triumphant return to the spotlight? Or which Hollywood icon's story would you like to see next on our journey through the past? Share your reflections and ideas below. We're eager to hear and weave more legends into our shared narrative of nostalgia and inspiration.